Obviously, I suppose the biggest macro challenge right now is inflation. So the inevitable question, which you're often asked, which is that, do you think there is a kind of fuel tax cut dampen inflation, and also kind of related, there is a GM looking at rejigging of GST rates. Is that on the anvil as an anti-inflationary measure?
No, first thing, I know theoretically and also observers of the economy would prefer me to tomorrow go to the GST Council and say, one rate and this is it, everything is in, petrol is in, everyone is happy. No, that's not happening. Let me be very clear. The committee headed by the Chief Minister is definitely going to have to submit its report. The terms of reference given to them and also the issues which have been periodically coming in the GST Council was to see how at least we go back to the revenue neutral levels at which GST was brought in. At least go back to that. And of course, rationalization has been a discussion point in over 3 or 4 GST Council. That also comes in. Wherever inversion prevails, we wanted to correct that because we can't afford to go on giving these refunds. And also it had an impact on the PLI scheme as well. Wherever inversion exists, there is this big thing about refunds to be collected. Investors were not keen to come into that. Cotton yarn is one of those classic examples. So there are calibrations with which the committee is looking at this matter. So it is not just a black and white question of the report comes from the committee and tomorrow I call a GST Council and that is only looking at hiking rates. No, sorry, I want the media to please absorb everything that I'm saying. It's not happening in the next meeting. The next meeting, obviously, let the report come. After that, I will have to circulate the report to all the ministers and post which we'll talk about it. So, the ideal situation would be if I want to have these rationalization recommendations coming from the committee, post which the council takes it up to look at it. But I would think that committee's report itself, not before me, it's too much presumptuous for me to think it's going to happen in the next meeting.
What about a fuel tax cut?
What about
it's for the states? Well, I know. I mean, some of the states have done it, some of the states haven't done it. I presume you would like more states to do it, right?
The Honorable Prime Minister has commented on it.
Okay. So I just wanted to come to privatization. Obviously, this government has walked the talk. I mean, Air India was the big one. Pawan Hans has just been done. The LIC IPO is on. So where are we with regard to some of the other, companies that have been flagged? I mean, there are 2 public sector banks, 1 insurance company, BPCL, SCI. There is perhaps a perception that some of these have slowed down due to various reasons. Could be political, could be simply the logistics and so on. So is there a, do you plan to speed those up also?
I've been hearing this from 2019. Air India happened, the same question. Neelachal Ispat happened, the same question. Pawan Hans has happened. No takers for Pawan Hans for what? 4, 5 times. But that's also gone through. The question remains the same. Where are you on privatization? You keep asking, we'll keep doing.